So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Oi, mates!
Okay. We're going with that.
And welcome to Hong Kong. That's all the Australian I learned in the last 2 weeks. Oi, mates! Welcome. It's a new episode. We're here. We're live. We're in the other side, on the other side of the world. I forgot English.
The underside, really.
The underside.
Yeah.
And the weather is beautiful. We're in Melbourne. Everyone should move here. No, don't come here.
Yeah.
It's too crowded. And Hong Kong is awesome. Glad to catch up with you again, Vivek.
Yeah,
We're
finally.
here.
We haven't seen each other in a week, which is exactly the same amount of time in Hong Kong as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's no difference of us being in Melbourne
No.
or Hong Kong. We
No,
see each other once a week.
We actually,
that's pretty wild.
I will let you in on a secret, Vivek. We were at Festival Club, which is like a club, like a dance club that also has like shows and stuff for the comics sometimes, whatever. It's like an after party thing.
Yeah.
And we were there the other night, Annie and myself, and someone outside went, "Oh, Vivek is inside." I'm like, "Cool," and I just walked away.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I tell all the comics, I'm like, if you're gonna watch shows, don't watch Asian, like the guys from Asia, because I'm like, we can watch each other anytime. What the hell are we doing? This is not the time to be friends, right? Let's go elsewhere.
I'm glad we're doing exactly the same like we do.
Exactly. Yeah,
just
there's
meet,
no change.
record the podcast. It's almost like a hooker-client relationship.
Exactly. Yeah. This is our time.
This is our time.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just very uninterrupted, like just the two of us. Now we are actually being uninterrupted by a third wheel.
Exactly.
Hello. Speak.
Let me just say, our guest today is probably too haram to handle for a lot of people as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah. Well, how come you guys aren't naked?
We're not naked. Well, on the radio, no one can really hear us.
Yeah.
And I said radio, not podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Look at you.
I'm
Did you do any radio spots?
I did a few radio spots as well,
Nice.
but oddly enough, I did only one in an actual studio. It was like 3 Triple Z. I did those guys, and it was like a 10 p.m. radio spot. And the best thing was like a late night thing, and the DJs were like, "All right, I go home," like really calm, chill, and I was like, I don't know
That's
how to
not your
handle
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
how to laugh. Like, hey guys, I'm doing comedy
Most
shows.
of the time, it's for the truckies who do overnight driving.
I don't think there are many Cantonese speaking truckies in Australia, you know. But I do believe it's probably the old people sitting at home, like about to go to sleep, and they're like, "Hey, good evening. We have a very special guest from Hong Kong."
Yeah, they want to be lulled to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Slowly
with their
just-
chamomile.
Exactly, just nice and boring. They're like, "Yes, I do comedy, and now you will sleep."
It is interesting to be here because the three of us recorded a bunch of episodes in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
We're
also in your apartment in Airbnb.
Oddly
with like,
enough.
And now I'm looking at one is a painting of Hong Kong.
Yeah, it
and
has
the
a-
other
Oh my
is
God.
of New York, and in
Yeah.
the middle you've got the Melbourne skyline with a very dirty window. It's like everywhere you would rather be on the paintings on the wall.
Yeah. Than this place itself. Yeah.
I imagine the landlords are Chinese.
No, I don't think so. The MBB thing was not a Chinese person. It was like the name was Letitia.
Huh.
So I highly doubt that's a Chinese name because of the C is going to be confused. Like, oh, Leticia or Letitia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have that. But okay, I'm really curious about, because we are doing completely opposite shows in a way, in language-wise.
Yes.
The two of you are doing the English shows at the festival.
Yeah.
I'm doing Cantonese shows. We're pretty much covering the whole spectrum of languages at
and
the
a lot of
festival.
people are asking if your show's in Arabic, Mo.
Yes. Because they see the name Mohammed Magdi.
Haram,
and so-
yeah.
and haram and stuff. Do you do ask if it's in
Has the
Arabic?
festival actually asked you, would you be interested in doing an Arabic show?
No, the festival doesn't like me.
Don't say that. They don't know you yet. You're here to make an introduction.
Yeah, and
That's true.
it's already.
That's not true.
Has anything? Yeah, exactly.
And he's just waving me to cut it. All right.
shift gears right
I do
now.
actually want, this is Annie's idea, I'm going to steal it and tell it to you. We should actually do, because they have live podcasts, and we should definitely apply for that next time.
What do you mean live podcast? Like
You
the
don't have to
festival has a
apply
live
for it. Just
podcast?
register your show as a live podcast.
Yeah.
And you get a whole page at the end of the program that's for live podcasts. And there's not that many.
So what's the requirement? Just simply have a mic that's
you just
recorded?
run it like it's a show, and
Yeah.
you get like a special event, and then you get to be included in that listing, and you just make tickets just like a normal show.
Yeah.
Right,
And
for
people
however
come,
many
and
nights
you don't
we'll-
have to prepare. You just
We just do our this. Yeah.
We'll ticket it.
Wow.
Yeah,
You didn't know
next
that?
year, man, this is
And
happening.
then, and then we target, Chinese audiences.
Yeah,
in Hong
Or
Kong.
like,
Producer
yeah.
now.
Any
Yeah.
audience
Take a
that has
50%
touched
cut.
Asia once in their life, they will relate to everything we say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, next year,
Yeah,
man.
that's
we
a
can
good
have
idea.
you.
We didn't know about it. Like, did you
Yeah.
know that they have
I
like
had
live
n-
podcasts we
Nope.
should apply
Oh
for?
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I must say, like, a lot of the festival, I think initially when it first came in 2015, the festival was like very welcoming. Hey, this is what it is. This is what it is. And once they got you in the system, they're like, oh, you got to pay for your own registration free now. And after that, they're like, you just
Oh, it wasn't the case before?
Oh, also, if you do just one event, you don't pay rego. I'm pretty sure it's like super minimal.
So I believe because we have foreign, not Australian-based artists,
Yeah.
we have to pay like some international act
All
kind
right,
of a
we'll
deal.
register the podcast under my name.
Yes,
So
yes,
we're
yeah,
already
exactly.
finding dodging loops.
Annie Louey featuring Mohammed Magdi and Vivek Mahbubani
Yeah.
without Annie Louey on it. You know, kind of a deal. It's like, what? How did you get that loophole?
You can stand on the door like a flight attendant and be like, hello,
Yeah,
welcome.
yeah.
Exactly. So for anybody who's not familiar with the Melbourne Comedy Festival, the Melbourne International Comedy Festival,
Right.
because they have people like me in it. Yeah. Basically, it's the third largest, I would say, in the world.
Well, actually now it's second by default because the second,
just for laughs,
the largest one
yeah.
died.
For the year at least. They
Just-
they-
for laughs, it's just-
the world's largest comedy festival now.
this
Yeah,
one?
actually, well,
Yeah.
between here and Edinburgh, I'm
But
not
Edinburgh's
sure.
not for comedy.
That's true, it's a
the
fringe,
right.
yeah.
So we are like, oh my God, we're
it's
such a
the
big
world's
deal.
largest
Yeah.
We should go big dick everyone in like New York and stuff and be like,
You can.
Have you done the biggest
Exactly, yeah.
festival in the
Sorry,
world? You
Chris
haven't.
Rock.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see
Yeah.
your name on the booklet.
I don't see your name on the yellow
Ali
book.
Wong coming in July,
Yeah.
but you couldn't get in the festival. Yeah, you have
Yeah,
that.
yeah. She probably messed the registration, the rego. Sorry.
The
Yeah, the
Rego.
Rego. Yeah, the Rego. So again, this is one of the biggest, the biggest festival in the world right now, where a lot of comedy comes together. It used to be mostly from, let's say, Europe or UK and Australia and maybe some of like North America. But since 2015 onwards, there's been a lot of Asia-based comedians. Now, there's always been Asian comedians, as in Australian Asian, such as Annie Louey herself. But they got us, the Asian comedians, to come down, do a show, and they're like, oh, they actually can be funny. And after that, they let us stay. And we've been coming back every year. And it's so bizarre because 9 years ago exactly is when we were all here the first time ever. Getting our
Wow.
minds
Were
blown.
you
Like,
doing Comedy Zone Asia?
yeah, that was the first ever
Yeah.
Comedy Zone Asia. So I, along with Jason Leung and all those guys, were there, and we were a bunch of kids who had been in our own cities, basically playing in the basketball courts, going like, "Look at me, I'm LeBron James, or I'm Kobe Bryant," right? And then you come here and you're like, "Oh shit, that is actually LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's actually Kobe Bryant. Oh my god, like I'm an idiot, you know." And you go back home, you're like, "Guys, let me just tell you, we are a bunch of wannabes.
Yeah.
we are nobodies."
Let me tell
people.
you about the things I've seen.
Oh,
Sit
man.
down, son.
I will never forget going back to Hong Kong thinking like, man, we are in a little playground thinking
Yeah.
we're like wearing jerseys, going like, look at me, 23. It's like, shut up, dude. You know,
Yeah.
you're nothing.
Yeah.
And that changed everything for sure. It really is a mind-opening thing. Now, this year is Mohammed's first time ever.
Yes.
I'm very curious to say, before you had come here, any assumptions you had or what Annie had told you?
Yeah,
and
I
compared to
kind of
what
had the
you've seen?
advantage of like a lot of intel from Annie.
Yeah.
But I also didn't ask too many questions because I wanted to experience stuff myself and just be. So, for example, that festival club, I had no idea what it was before. And turns out it's, like the after party for comedians. But I didn't know they actually book it as a regular show too.
Yeah.
But it's like for the drunkest audience of the festival. But that also means if you're a good actor with high energy, you fucking kill.
Yeah.
And I was very happily surprised with the acts I
If you
saw.
were to describe the festival club to our listeners, what is your take on it? Because I'm curious about your take, my take, and then Annie's take on like what she sees it as.
I would say in Hong Kong terms, it's like whatever the after I'm too old and too not party person to have an actual place a reference, but whatever is in one chai that is like the after hours place, it's that, but for comedy.
Ah, okay, that's what you think. Yes, it's a
that's-
late night. You don't know where to go. Let's go here, and there's always going to be entertainment.
Yeah.
For me, it's basically the idea of like you go down there just to see random acts and go like, I wonder if anyone's funny. So they'll give me an idea of where to go tomorrow to go watch certain acts, right? Of course, there have been many times where you see they're 5 minutes on stage at the festival club, and you're like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
You watch their show like, oh, this is a story. It's a completely
He
different.
did his only 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah. What about you, Annie? Like, what's your take? What?
My take on it for the last few years is it is the source of all diseases in the festival. So I avoid that place normally because usually like beforehand you're like, I want to stay healthy. Then you're in your run and you're like, I still want to stay healthy. So I usually save it for the last night and you go there and you party.
Yeah.
And then you're wrecked and then the sun
Explain to the
comes up.
audience why is it the source of
Disease.
all?
Well,
As in,
yeah,
like, real
it's
disease
a
or party?
basement.
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
a basement. There is no ventilation. It is dark, and everyone packs out into that space after they've seen a bunch of shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So festival flu is real, and everyone gets
Is
sick
that a
like
term?
the last week. We're all like crawling around, like coughing and
Man.
like, hacking up germs and stuff. So like I had an actor in my show 2 years ago. He was so careful. He's also a nurse on
Yeah.
set. He was wearing an N95 everywhere. He went to Festival Club once with the N95.
Yeah.
He got COVID.
Oh, wow.
Which means everyone at the club got COVID.
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah.
It's on the walls. It's dripping in it. But it was fun because I wanted to show Mo this, iconic space.
Yeah.
And we had seats, luckily, because we had Danny come in early and he saved us some. But it's
Yeah.
a bit different if you're just hanging out the back, kind of. All the artists are up the back, like straining to kind
Yeah.
of see, and then waiting for the conversion of the seats into dance floor. But it's great for networking. That's where you run
It's
into
good for
people.
networking, and it's also good. Like I think if you see that there are acts that you want to see, but then you won't have time for. For example, Vivek recommended last year Dave Authority.
David Authority. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know, like, I would love to see him. We
Yeah.
don't really have time. That's the other thing. Is like you just can't
Oh,
make
so you
time for
saw a
everything.
set at
But
the-
I saw a
yeah.
set there, and I was so happy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, it's him.
I know
And
what
he
you're talking
was
about.
very good.
Oh man, David
Yeah, very
Authority
funny.
is right now. Every year I come to the festival, that's like the first thing I look at the list. I'm like, what time where I need to be there,
Right.
and why I like him so much because it's so chaotic.
Yeah.
what he does, where he's messy, but when you watch the show twice, you're like, damn, dude, this is the exact same chaos. And I'm like, wow, that is what I respect. I love the controlled chaos idea and his jazzy kind of thing of like he's kind of losing his mind, but he's just on the edge of losing it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yet he's able to control it and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'll handle this whole thing.
Similar vibe with Nina Conti, who was on the lineup as
Yeah.
well. Chaos and controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Improv. She's still as good as I remember when I
The
was a kid.
ventriloquist, yeah.
Yeah, very
yeah.
funny. Like her gag on like putting a mask on an audience member. So she brings someone up on stage,
Yeah.
puts like a masky thing on him, and then she controls it.
Yeah,
so he's
yeah.
not saying
He
anything.
becomes a human puppet.
But it's also he becomes a human puppet, but she's also improvising because he is using hand gestures and
Yeah.
she's working off that.
Yeah.
So it's like a stand-up act and ventriloquist act and this improv act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is just like another level of genius. I'm like,
Exactly.
I can
Yeah.
never do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the best thing our listeners can do right now is either fly down to Melbourne. It's still time. The festival's till the 21st, and come
Yeah.
down over here. And the good thing is with the festival club is like on, I believe, every night except for Friday, Saturday, performers can bring one guest for free.
Oh, I didn't know
Really?
that. What?
I think from what I
That's
remember.
why the lines were so long. I
Yeah.
reckon.
Yeah, but I think Friday, Saturday you cannot. And so
Yeah.
therefore it's like a $10 entrance, a $20 entrance for everyone else. But it's highly, like, I feel it's really worth it just for like $10-20. Like you can watch all these acts. You know, it's
course.
just so good.
Yeah, and
this
then
is
you run
all-
into all your favorite comedians.
Exactly, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's bizarre because like you had just seen them, let's say last night at their show, and they're like right next to you having a drink. It's like no big deal,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So okay, now that's the first thing. Now, secondly, I'm very curious about the way the two of you have been marketing your show, being a dual show slash kind of like Annie's very established over here. You used to have your own show as well. This year is Mohammed's first time. So has there been a lot of PR guidance you've been giving Mohammed? Like, all right, over here, okay, well, you don't say this, okay. We don't say it's male or female toilet. We say you are no.
Oh yeah, I was meant to pull you up on that during the tech rehearsal. You're behind the mic going, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome up." No,
Yeah, you don't say- you don't say
What?
ladies
You
and
can't
gentlemen,
say
yeah.
that. You
Yeah,
gotta
you
be
just say,
like,
"Good
"Ladies and
evening," yeah, yeah.
gentlemen," and
Ah,
like when I say like
no.
non-binary babes.
Yeah,
or, like,
exactly. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm not listening to either of you. If I have it, ladies and gentlemen, in my act, I'm not going to change it.
That's okay, but maybe when you announce it, you want to win the audience straight from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because Melbourne's known for, like, we're too PC and everything. But, you just got to roll with it. Otherwise, like, you don't want to...
Yeah, but I'm not saying hey and words. Like I'm not like I'm not like trying to be like a crazy right wing
but this is the
comedian.
kind of little, tiny little tweaks you have to put
Fair
in your
enough,
act.
yeah. I mean, like, if you can just go with, like, hey, everyone, or, good evening,
Yeah, that's-
everybody,
yeah,
that
there's
could
a lot
already
of good
work. Yeah.
alternatives.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do that. I mean, I feel
I just I think my trigger of it is that like someone being offended by ladies and gentlemen is so fucking juvenile
Yeah.
and childish that it's your fault. Like I'm not trying
They're not
to
necessarily
not
getting
include-
offended, but they're kind of like in
They're
our
like-
Melbourne brains, a little bing.
Yeah, they're like, hold on, there was only two. There was only two.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
when
like,
there's
but I'm
actually
not
20.
trying to not be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
It's
It's
a
just a
saying
term.
also that I didn't invent.
Yeah.
It's a saying that exists.
If anything, it's your people that invented. It's like, if anything, you should have told your grand ancestors this
Right.
is not right. But you weren't born then. you know?
Right.
You did not
That's
exist.
my whole thing with it. It's not like whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm respecting your people's language
Yeah.
by saying the term
Yeah,
your people
I'm saying
created.
it in my second language.
Yeah,
by the way,
exactly.
how many fucking languages do you speak? you
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
piece of shit?
Yeah, coming out like, this is how we say it. It's like, no.
Yeah, but back to the publicity and marketing question. Like my background is in media and PR, so I feel like I can do my own publicity. Some people pay thousands of dollars
Yeah.
for someone to do that for them, but I know what has worked in the past. But surprisingly, this year, for instance, I'm not a big fan of flyers because I don't think they work.
Yeah.
Like going out there and just trying to reach
On the streets? Yeah.
strangers.
Yeah, it
Worst
doesn't work.
idea
Yeah,
ever.
yeah,
But we've been exit flyering our spots and other people's shows, and we're like out of flyers now. For the first time ever, we're going to do another reprint and try to distribute more. And because Mo comes from the promotion background, having worked for Live Nation,
Yeah.
it's really interesting seeing how his brain is tackling it, because he goes, it's working, we're having a few sold out shows, let's keep doing exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
And whereas I know from the past, buying big street press looks great and your friends are really happy to take photos and
Yeah.
post them, so they're resharing stuff. It's also an ego thing, you get to see your own face
Yeah, of
on a
course. Yeah,
billboard
yeah, yeah.
around town.
Well,
So-
for you, it's also you in like a hot fucking swimming suit.
yeah,
So,
last year I was also like nude and painted gold, so I think I just really want to be nude on the street.
exactly.
Legally, at a
And in
legal
this
level.
room.
Yeah.
So then that was really good value. That's like $600, and they keep it up for 2 weeks. And last year they forgot to take it down, so you get 4 weeks of extra
Yeah.
advertising. Which
Well,
is
it's
like
because
fantastic.
your tits are out on display, so everyone's like,
Yeah.
just leave it on.
Yeah, just leave it
Yeah,
on.
exactly. Yeah. The guy just skipped it. Like, this one I'll keep. You know.
Yeah.
The rest is, yeah.
So that, and then, but I've been DMing harder than ever. I
Yeah.
think it's really competitive this year, but also the cost of living is hitting people hard. So I'm really pulling
Personally,
the strings.
yeah.
And I'm like really over it. It's so tiring because
Yeah.
you start conversations you didn't want to continue.
Yeah, you're like, I
hey,
told you
just
the
come to
information.
show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how you been? Like,
Yeah.
it's been so long.
We
What's
joke
up with
about
you?
it's like, no, this is not how this goes.
Yeah.
Obviously, for the average person, it's super
Yeah.
cunty to say.
Yeah.
But like, I just want to tell you to
Yeah,
come
have
to
a
the
show
show,
and
but
give you
I don't want to
pressure,
hear anything
yeah.
back.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to
yeah,
hear, okay, don't come. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, this is not like, so how have you been? I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Actually, I agree with you on that point. Like, I have contacted different people that had contacted me last year, and I went through the list, and I was like, one by one, let me contact them. Hey, I'm back. You know, this is what's happening. Let me know if you're interested. And yeah, it's very obvious that, oh, you're back. Oh, that's great to see. You know, where are you staying? I'm like, oh man, we gotta go through this again. Yeah.
Again, this is not how it works.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I really want to be your friend, but right now I have like 20 other people I have to DM
Exactly.
immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
like the worst version of online dating. You've started too many chats, you know?
yeah, you're like, and they're all interested. You're like, shit. Yeah, this is not the ROI.
You free
was-
for a coffee?
Yeah.
Like, we should catch up.
Yeah. The number of times people have told me free for coffee, I'm just like, man, I really can't. There's no way
It's the
gonna
same thing
happen.
for actually comedians that are in town as well,
Yeah,
because this is
we
a
should
big
catch up.
conference, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, like, I run into a few people I haven't seen for years, and I would like to catch up, but you have a show, I have a show. It's not
Yeah.
going to happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's just not going to happen.
I mean, like I said, Festival Club is the best place to be. We'll just meet over there because it's like everything's ended by then, so you can come down, at least have a drink, or at least just say hi outside.
Yes.
You know, so that's usually where I tell people, look, Festival Club, man. But in between, there's no 8 p.m. You want to watch this? It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but respect
Yeah.
for you because you're out there like down with the people doing
Yeah.
outreach, as
Yeah,
you've been
yeah,
calling
exactly,
it to
yeah.
the communities where you go and put up a little stand-up show for them.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
Are they
yeah.
expected to come to your show, or you've given them
No.
the material?
Yeah, we're giving them
basically-
5 minutes, right?
So it's not from this show because, like, number one, the festival's rules technically is you cannot perform this show outside of the festival venues. That's number one. However,
No, you can't debut it if you want. Oh no, that's not true.
I guess, I mean,
Is
it depends also. I guess it's kind of loosey because what is this show?
So okay, so
You
on
know?
one hand, remember, like, if I did do any part of this show in those venues, I mean, to outreach wherever I went to, I mean, they'll be like, oh, I've already heard the show, right? I'm like, yeah,
Sure.
there's 5 minutes of like 60 minutes,
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
you know. But of course, people appreciate that. Like, it's like going to the festival club and be like, I don't want to hear the same bit. I want to hear something different.
Yes.
So yeah, however, because we are still kind of building the base of interest, like, I'll be very honest with you, the Cantonese speaking or even non-English speaking community does not give a shit about the English events.
Yes.
They don't care. Like, don't even know it exists. They don't even want to know about it, to the point that unless someone they know tell them, hey, you should check this out, they're like, I don't really know. I don't care.
Yeah.
And coming to the city is another big deal, apparently. Like, as a city boy, I was like, what's the problem? They're like, dude, we never go to the city.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, and for them, they're like, why? You have to be so attractive to me that I'm going to come all the way to city where I don't ever want to go.
Yes.
When I can get everything else over here. And there's no reason for me. So we're like, oh, we got to go to you, give you a little taste. You're like, oh, okay, these guys are pretty cute. You know,
Yeah.
we'll come and support them. And it is true. It is a community-based thing where unless a whole bunch of people are going, they're like, oh, I don't want to be the only one going. You know, I don't want to go all the way to the city, be like, I'm just 2 people alone. So it's really, really
Yeah.
tough like
They
that.
want to be mini bussed from the old folks' home to
Yeah, all that
you.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, last year I had gotten to like communities where it was like older people that clearly would not be coming to the show. I'm like, you know what? It's just nice to go there, connect with them. You never know; they might say something. It's just,
Sure.
you know. And
Yeah.
so that was the deal. But even this year, like, what happens for me, honestly, is that once I get down to Melbourne, I'm like the pre-show week. this is when I'm all in. Like, I don't care what event it is, I am there.
You're there.
Yeah, I'm there.
So,
I'm
I mean,
so
you're
committed.
bringing the Hong Kong mentality,
full
basically,
on.
of just work.
This is the same mentality last year as well. I came in last year angry because I was angry that I was given such a small room, like 39 seats. I'm like, I will fucking sell that shit out, you know.
Yeah.
This year they gave me 89. I'm like, I'm not that angry anymore.
Yeah.
Now I'm scared.
yeah, you know. So we'll see.
It's
with
like
that
they're
one.
calling you bluff. You're like, you wanted a big room? Here's a big room.
Look at this. Not even double. Way more than double. It's like, you know, we're getting like times 2.2. It's like, shit. It's the last 0.2 that's getting me. But yeah, it definitely is a challenge because, again, the people we're trying to attract have never been to the comedy festival. So to get them in is the big inertia. Then it becomes a thing like, oh, this time next year, okay, we'll be there again. And there are a few people with, oh, we saw you last year, we'll be back again this year. We'll bring a
Nice.
few friends. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
this is good. And lastly, really, the challenge is just building enough of a momentum where eventually they're like, oh, they're back again. Let's all go again. Because it is very tiring. I'll be honest with you, like the pre-week thing, I'm just like, man, like every day I'm out in the suburb going there. I come back, it's like 5 p.m. I got some work to do. I want to watch shows. By the time it's like 1 in the morning, I'm working till 3.
Because are you using social media? Because who are you targeting?
So basically,
When
I
they
will
don't-
contact all these different associations. Like they have different groups where they have small communities, like for example, some cultural groups. And so that way they might have events every now and then. I already contacted the Lions Club of Melbourne Chinese. Those guys were having the beginning of April meetings. I said, I'll go meet you over there. So they have their dinner gathering. Of course, you do a little sample. So you basically just contact them and say, hey, I'm coming back or I'm over here. Is there anything you guys are doing?
I mean, also because you're known in Hong Kong, if they are from Hong Kong, they kind of know at least of your name.
they would know of me. And also
Right.
there's a little bit of appreciation of like, oh, there's a pizza home. Let's go check it out. You know, we're
Yes.
happy to support. And so the community is very supportive. They're like, oh, you know what? We'll tell our friends as well. We want everyone to
Yeah.
enjoy it. So in that sense, it's not like, you know, oh, what's in it for me? But the other side is because unless you go to them, they're not going to come to you. They won't be like, oh, let's check it out and support this. Like, why? I mean, who
Right.
are you?
Yeah.
Come to me, impress me, then I might tell my friends.
Yeah.
The first time ever we've been targeting businesses.
Oh.
And this is not possible for me because the Chinese community is so dispersed.
Yeah.
It's so big
the
and there's a lot
Arabic
of
community
yeah.
though, they are like they cling together and
Yeah.
they're so happy to hear somebody speaking Arabic. It's so
Yeah.
refreshing because we keep laughing about this. I was at a food court in Hong Kong and
Yeah.
I went to grab a tissue and this auntie who was working there had eyes in the back of her head and she was like, hey,
Yeah.
like put that tissue, that's not from my, like you're not eating at my store, like fuck off.
Yeah.
And then we come here and we go to the restaurants that speak Arabic and they're like, here, have free tea, put your poster up, put your flyers
Yeah.
up. This
Yeah.
shop is yours now.
Yeah.
It's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
And it's like very refreshing because that's the culture I come from. And I almost
Yeah.
kind of forgot that it
Yeah.
should be like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what she's referring to is the Shangwan cooked food market.
Yeah.
Where we love eating the French toast there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then, just sitting there and she's like, just very naively thinking she could just pick up a tissue from the
Yeah.
table behind her. And
Yeah.
of course, the IE there.
Yeah.
So, hey!
That squares the mind. Yeah.
That's square, exactly.
exactly.
So that I've never been able to target the Chinese community here
Yeah.
because of the comedy. Like, I just don't know. Are you going to be into this? Are you like? There's just so many different types of Chinese.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know. Not to say you're a monolith, but
Yeah.
the Arabic
I mean, it's very
community
small. Like,
would
I
be-
actually comedians from the Middle East. I went through the catalog. There is literally zero comedians from the Middle
Yeah,
East
I don't
except for
see.
me.
Yeah.
There is a guy Akmal who is ethnically Egyptian, but he's very Australian. I've
Yeah.
seen his act. He's very Australian. So there's just nobody.
Yeah.
So if and also you're right. And someone else told me about this. Like we should bring Arabic acts into festival.
Yeah.
Because we'll also clean up. I can produce it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, now you know the festival. I
Yes.
really recommend next year making the thing where like I'll bring some guys down. I can, you know.
I know who to bring too. Like
Yeah.
people are not too expensive or whatever. It's just like a bunch of guys from Egypt,
Yeah,
Lebanon,
yeah.
or whatever.
Exactly.
But yeah, when we went to the Middle Eastern restaurants on like Lygon Street, like CBD, and we always do the same things. Like you do buy a meal. You don't want to just be the guys
Obviously,
like,
yeah,
hey, can I
yeah.
do? So we did this with a few restaurants, and it's immediate. Like first of all, you connect over like speaking Arabic and stuff. People get very excited to hear there is
Yeah.
stand-up comedy, like your
Comedy,
stand-up
yeah.
comedy, and then they're like just like Annie said, they're just like so generous. Like we were leaving Festival Club the other night, and then on the street we ran into friends. We said hi to them, and then this other guy who was standing in front of a convenience store came and recognized me, which was
Yeah.
insane. And he's like, "Are you Mohammed Magdi?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So he recognized me from the poster, and he literally showed us on his phone that he had saved. Like
there was
took
a
phone-
browser was open. He was gonna book tickets already.
He's
for
about
the
to book
show.
ticket and he just saw me in real life.
Yeah.
And and his friend runs works at the convenience store. They're both from Jordan. It was midnight, and in a typical classic Middle Eastern fashion, they invited us in for a cup of mint tea.
Off the menu. They don't serve tea.
It's their own tea.
convenience.
It's their own
There's
stash.
a kettle underneath the cashier counter.
Yeah.
And they went and got cups from another convenience store
Yeah.
to bring back and serve us tea with fresh mint.
Wow.
So nice, and we're just like hanging out 12:30 at night. And
Yeah.
just
So
like
now
having-
we're like, we can come here again from any time because it's right next to town hall,
Yeah.
and they'll probably let us. Well, when you went back to drop a poster off yesterday, you disappeared for ages, and my friends and I were outside. I'm like, I think he works here now. He's behind the counter talking
Yeah.
to them.
yeah.
But has this kind of given you a different insight, like Annie, like seeing how, let's say, Mohammed's taking advantage of the Arabic thing? Because like a lot of the comedians, like you're saying, are you going to the suburbs, connecting with all the people? It's like it's not a common way that a lot of local Australian comics would market their shows because there's no real reason to go into certain quote unquote suburbs, right?
I'm just so kind of surprised at. I get a lot of people on Facebook who are comedian friends of mine complaining that they're not selling.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's so much more you could be doing. Yeah. Are
Yeah.
you going out there and actually connecting with people and showing them some of your set? Like they're kind of like sitting there complaining, making you feel
Yeah.
sorry. Like, I've got 2 sales tonight. I'm going to have to cancel the show. Is anyone coming?
Yeah. I think, see, what happens over here is that this platform is so not healthy, but it's so welcoming, so nice that you kind of go like, oh, let the festival sell it for me. It's like, no, it's so nice that everyone's trying to take a piece of that cake. Whereas like us, like let's say Middle Eastern, Asian, we come from a place where like we don't have this, and so
Yeah.
we're coming and going like we're expecting like no one's gonna give a shit about us.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exactly
And you
it.
should
Yeah.
assume that.
Yeah.
There's 600 plus shows and like thousands
You
of
should never
performers.
assume you're special anyway in life.
yeah,
Like you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
special.
Yeah, exactly. You're not.
You're
exactly.
not.
you know?
Just
So-
go work, and
Yeah.
then you will get to somewhere.
And I think
Yeah.
that's the healthy part where you will see the Asian comedian. Very simple, right? So Jason Leung is a good example. Initially, he was like really hustling really hard. He's built enough of a fan base, done enough spots that he's known enough where he's selling out shows easily.
Right.
So now he's reaping his rewards.
Yeah.
Fakafa, same thing. Jen Han, all these guys. Like we're all like going out there like who can I connect with the Malaysians? You're doing it's automatic.
Yeah.
You know, like I think with Mohammed, it's like it's automatic. I would obviously tap into that. Why wouldn't? And I have to make sure. Now
Yeah.
you might say, yeah, it's gimmicky. You're kind of just tricking the system. I'm like, yeah, because we have nothing else to lean on.
Right,
You
yeah.
know?
If you're from out of town, you don't have your own. No one. Why would you have the entitlement of
Yeah.
coming from a completely different country and be
Yeah.
like, why are you not coming to my show?
Yeah,
why the fuck would you come to your
yeah,
show?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who the hell are you? We don't know you. Yeah, we're not here to.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Yeah.
think that in itself makes us, and also what we had discussed, like a lot of comics had discussed, like in 2015 when we came as Comedy Zone Asia, we all came from our own home cities and countries, right? And what was on the line wasn't just our sets being funny. We were there to keep the door open for the rest of the Asian scene
Yeah.
to ever come. If we screwed up, then the festival's like, yeah, we're not working with these people anymore.
I think that's the pressure you feel as a person of color, though. You
Yes.
know, you're like, don't fuck it
Yeah.
up. You fuck it up for your whole race,
Oh,
your
absolutely.
continent,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
I'm sure all three of us, sure. If we screwed up, they're like, oh,
Yeah,
God,
of course.
we better be careful when we get those,
Yeah, I might have mentioned it years ago in the podcast, but I had a Mongolian ex-girlfriend, and she was like, "You can never meet my family," basically, because her granddad was screwed over by a Yemeni Arab guy
Yeah.
in the 60s or whatever, and he still holds grudge against any Arab.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's exactly the same thing you guys are saying. It's just like, just one guy
Yeah.
can fuck it up for the entire race.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Exactly.
what a wild thing.
Right?
Yeah, especially you're like, there's no other Arabs in the program. Well, you better be the fucking
Exactly.
fucking
Yeah.
Arab.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No scandals.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
nothing.
I went
yeah.
to the Arab guy show and it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now fuck all Arabs.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, dude. Oh my
Yeah.
God. So let's come back to this one now. The festival's over here. Annie, you've done how many years have you been doing the
Oh,
festival?
this is like the 6th show, probably.
Yeah, sixth show, right? Yeah. So you're a veteran. I've actually been here technically 7 years, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, 7
Yeah.
years technically. Done 7 shows where I have done basically solo Cantonese shows every year except 2017. Now, the reason is because 2015 I did my solo. I did 2016, same solo. It was just a repeat thing. 2017, me and Tim came and did the full run. Half a run in only Cantonese. 18, 19 is when I did my solo. And again, 23, 24.
Right.
What I found is that there were some people who had seen me in 2015, and that was the first time when they did the Cantonese thing. Now, the cool thing I've noticed is that the first year you come in, it is such a new thing that everyone's like, we have to go. So like meetup groups, everything were coming here. And then the second year, they're like, oh, we've been to the show before. We were done. It's like, yeah, but it's a different show. Like, we've done this activity already.
Yeah.
Do you ever see this happen when people come like, oh, I've seen you. I want to watch the show. And the next year, they're like, oh, we saw you last year. It's like, I
I
know.
think people don't know what the festival is. So some people say the weirdest stuff. Like, yeah, I saw the whole festival
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah.
And it's like one gala.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
gala. Like, yeah, I've been. And then people, will return each year, which is great. Some people from my 2018 first ever show are still coming. But I feel like they're too polite usually. They wouldn't say it to my face
Yeah.
and say, like, we're not coming to see you again. But Jason did have a story the other day where he was walking somewhere, bumped into a Malaysian guy who said, I saw you last year. And then Jason was like, are you coming again? He goes, no, I'm going to explore other comedians. And then they walked in the same direction for another 10 minutes and still had to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Whereas as a comedian, the whole time you're thinking, why?
Yeah, it's like, what's your logic behind this? Like, no, I've seen your style. I know what it is. Like, yeah, but it's all new stuff. You know, I don't get it. Yeah.
One other thing I think is funny, and this is gonna be put you both on the spot and myself, is like we all have an artist pass, which means
Yeah.
you can obviously see other shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And now we're all in this position where you attend your friend's show that is like whatever show. It's
Yeah.
like maybe not great a lot of the times. And then you have to you say hi afterwards and you
Yeah.
have to tell them the show is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
And it's just one of these things. There is never gonna be ever like a time when one comedian attends a show and be like,
Yeah.
dude, what the fuck just happened there?
Like, yeah.
You should quit. You should stop this run.
Yeah, exactly.
This is brutal.
Yeah.
And 8 out of the 10 shows, that's exactly how I felt.
Oh
It's just
man, I feel it's so hard for me to lie.
It's
So I
so
just have
hard.
to be like, well, that was a show. All right, you're gonna let you talk to your fans now. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You
It happens. It
can't.
happens. Yeah.
It's really, it's just,
Yeah. No, I don't know. For me, like I actually when I'm in the
how do you
festival,
handle
I
it?
try to avoid watching shows of people that I hang out with, or even know it's like you don't eat when you shit, kind of a deal.
Yeah.
So I try to avoid that now. However, let's say Jason Leung and stuff. Like let's say I'm running out of shows. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, hey man, I just want to come out and watch your show.
Sure.
I would only watch it if I know. Let's say I have to produce this show in Hong Kong. So I
Right.
want to know what it's like. So if people ask me like, oh yeah, I think you like this kind of stuff.
Sure.
If I'm not I'm not producing a show in Hong Kong this year. So I'm not gonna watch a show here.
Right.
I'm gonna watch it in Hong Kong because I don't need to know.
you
what
want to
the show's
go
like.
see it as a fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As a fan, So that as well. Alternatively, I have seen some shows where I was literally there, and then by 20 minutes, I'm like, man, I'm screwed. I hate this show, dude. This is a
Yeah.
bad show. And like, it's not even, like there were like 30 people there, and I'm thinking like, man, just like, but they're kind of giggling, and I really see the politeness of the Australian crowd, where
Yeah.
they're like, it's not funny, but any chance I can giggle,
I think that also shows more when the Australian crowd and a non-white comedian, because I've seen it a lot in the shows that Annie and I attended, is that like they're just like they're literally sitting there like laughing, trying to laugh out of politeness,
Yeah.
because they feel almost like guilty,
Yeah,
which
am I
is the
not
whole
get-
like fucked up like cycle of like white guilt and people taking advantage of it sometimes and people feeling guilty for no reason.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. It's like you don't have to find this Asian or black or Middle Eastern comedian
that's
funny.
truly equal. Like if you don't find it funny, you
Exactly.
shouldn't laugh.
Yeah.
You don't treat us with special
Yeah.
favor.
I definitely don't want the pity laugh because what you're England fucked up my country. Like who gives a shit?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
just-
exactly. Yeah. I think, that's the thing is that the culture here is polite enough where people want to be nice. Like, for example, and it's a kind of a passive aggressive thing where I've noticed, like, let's say on the tram, and let's say someone bumps into somebody, they're just like, they just smile a bit, but you can see in their eyes, like, fucking asshole,
Well, that happened to us. We just had the wackiest train trip.
Oh my god, that was
home.
so fun.
Like there was a woman whose 2 children were smacking a stranger in the face
Whoa.
with a piece of paper that they had.
Also,
How
two
old were
of
the
the
kids?
white. Okay, let me paint a scene here. It's a lady who clearly has like some. I wouldn't say struggles, but like the kids are pretty difficult, and she's like in this like crazy trolley that has both kids in it, and the kids are out of control. They're like maybe 3 and 4,
Oh,
like a
man.
boy and a girl. But also, lady probably not doing great with the kids and everything. But also, they are the whitest kids you've ever seen.
Oh yeah, like
A
that
blonde.
incest blonde look.
Incest blonde white, but also I'm not making this up for a bit, and he can back me up on this. The kid went and he had like a little mask he had on his face playing with it, and he just hit the face like the blackest woman on the train, like an actual black person from Africa.
Okay.
And he chose that, and it just looks like a hate crime.
Yeah. Oh, why?
By a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And the lady has no control over her kids whatsoever.
Oh, man.
And even
Also,
though
her entire stroller was getting away on the train.
Yeah.
And so Mo put his foot out, was like
Yeah, to
trying to
stop the
hold it.
stroller, yeah.
And she's like, it's fine, just leave it, it's fine. It's like, it's not
So
fine.
she's on the other side of the car trying to discipline her kids loudly.
Yeah.
These kids she has zero control over these kids.
Yeah.
These kids can tell her to fuck. It's like that
Yeah,
joke
yeah,
of
yeah.
like kids who tell their white parents to fuck off. That's
Yeah.
that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
that, but-
fuck off, Sharon. Like,
Yeah.
would have to
Their mom
take
is like
it.
Sharon. It's like, yeah.
But what happened also is that little kid like hit the black woman in the face, triggered the black woman to now start a conversation. She's not great either
I
because
think she's drinking wine from a water bottle.
she's drinking wine from a water bottle.
Wow.
I hate to say this, she's also like seems like a bit in a rough condition. She was smelling quite strongly.
Yeah.
So we don't want to hang out with her either. But
Yeah.
now she took this whole situation to start talking to Annie and me. We're you're doing the polite thing of like, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's just going on about some whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And there's also a man with a dog who's been on the train since Flinders Street, and the dog is just hanging out now. Like first up, that was the weirdest part of the train, being like, "Hey, there's a dog getting around." Then it
yeah, the
got
dog
one
is
up
illegal, by
like
the way.
three
What
more
time is
times.
this? What time is this?
Like
This was a peak of the day.
Yeah,
I
like
reckon
2 p.m. or
Yeah.
something.
On
yeah.
a weekday?
Yeah, a
Today.
Sunday. A
Yeah.
Oh
Sunday.
my
Don't know we-
God.
The Lord's Day.
Yeah.
But
And I was
it is fun, yeah.
Because like most weeks a little bit of Mandarin, and
Yeah.
sometimes I can get away with like a bit of bitching now,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my god, Dong Wu Yuan, this place is a fucking zoo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I was excited because we don't have none of this in Hong
Nah,
Kong.
dude, nah.
What is the craziest fucking thing you see in Hong Kong?
You get fights, man. At most fights, you get a few. Like if you go to the new territories and stuff, you get every now and then the guy pushes this guy like, dude, but blah, blah, yeah, that kind of thing. And you get that, and like, because also in Hong Kong, number one, it's so crammed. Number two is like you're always worried that someone's gonna film you, and the moment you get filmed, dude, that stuff will go viral straight
Yeah.
up.
And they don't mind people just whipping out their phones, because here I'd be afraid of getting bashed.
There's nothing to mind. It's like people already got phones, and now if it's not one phone, it's like 5 or 10, right?
Yeah, you
Right.
can't
Now if you
stop-
bash
you can't
one
bash
guy,
them all.
yeah, if you bash
Yeah.
one phone, the other phone's recorded that.
Right.
You get it? So
you end up
can't
with
get away.
LKF meltdown for
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah,
What is
exactly.
that?
Our friends run, well, not, they're, we know them. It's just like a group of people who run a page called, Lang Kwai Fong, like the clubbing
Yeah.
street. They run a page called LKF Meltdown. It's basically people having like drunk, passed out on the street,
Yeah.
vomiting on the street.
Oh
and
my
people
Yeah.
take photos of them, send it to LKF Meltdown, ended up online. Great content.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
the other thing I did notice over here is that there are more and more wacky people here on the streets of Melbourne than I've ever seen before.
I
Now-
love it so
yeah.
much.
Right?
Like
Oh,
this is
it's
actually
like
this is my
every-
attraction to New York that I've never been to,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
apparently
yeah.
it's like that,
It
but
is,
on
yeah.
steroids.
Oh, yeah.
And I live for that. Like
Yeah.
I want that in my life.
You're getting it though. Every time he lands here, the first day, it's filled with the most insane crazies that I don't even get to see.
Yes.
Like it's like we're bringing it out for you.
yeah, exactly. It feels like it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
actors like that show Nathan
Yeah.
for You or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Nathan for
It's
you.
re-
Yeah. You can see
Just
all
that.
those
Nathan
weird
Fielder?
stuff. Nathan for
Yeah.
you. Nathan
but
for
it's
you.
that
by
guy, yes, yeah,
I
Nathan
haven't
Fielder.
seen.
Yes,
I've seen
yes.
his later works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, we are here in Melbourne doing this. Now, do you know in Hong Kong, one of the biggest things happened events-wise in the last few days?
Let me think. The Rugby Sevens
Yes.
is on. Yes,
Yes, the Rugby Sevens. Now,
Yeah.
Mo, have you always ever been a Rugby Sevens fan?
I have not. No,
Correct.
I
Me
haven't
neither.
been because I came 2019. It
Yeah.
stopped for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Came back last year. I think we might have had an episode about it. I do think it's a little too white for my taste.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
event is just too white.
Yeah.
And I just like, white people getting drunk and dressing up at 9 a.m. is just not my jam.
Yeah, exactly.
It just isn't. It's not attractive to me.
Yeah, and with that concludes the Hong Kong Rugby 7 segment of the... I just want to make sure we touch upon a bit
Yeah,
of
now
home
you can
stuff.
hashtag it. Get the SEO.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
I think with the recognition of the voice of the
Yeah.
Rugby Sevens,
Yeah.
they got the word Hong Kong.
But yes, it's on. Apparently, it is sold out this year. Like they said, it's back to pre-pandemic levels.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I have no feeling at all. I've never been to it. I'm not a rugby fan, number one. And number
Right.
two is that the idea of being stuck in one place, only with like hot dogs and like beer and everything, is not my jam.
Right.
Number two is like I can imagine the toilets would be like terrible.
Yep.
'Cause, like,
Oh yeah,
my
piss
God.
all over the floor.
It-
I don't
exactly,
know
right?
this event.
Yeah,
but-
and thirdly, honestly, I'll be there thinking like, I'm like, is it why can I get the internet? I need to do some work. Like
that's you anyway.
that's
Yeah,
me
exactly.
everywhere. And it's so true because like I
That
really
is you right now. You're actually typing an email as you're
yeah,
talking.
exactly. Like I really did some stock take when I was here for the first week, and my girlfriend Gloria is arriving tomorrow, the 8th of April, where I start my shows. And I made a promise to myself, I'm going to do everything I can before she arrives. When she arrives, every day I have to make a point. I will only work for 1 hour on my computer in the morning. Go out with her, do the show, then come back and then work, and then go to sleep. That's the rule. Now. Every year I tell myself that, and never have I succeeded. Every year it's always like, I'm like, I need this one day just sit and work. So the bizarre thing is that I'm trying my best this year to become a Melbourneite. Is that
Melburnian.
Melburnian?
Yeah.
And be all like, you know
You
what?
can
The
start
hell
by
with
learning
work.
the word first.
Yeah.
The hell with work. I'm gonna go enjoy some sunshine and some coffee. So I'm gonna try that, and I guarantee by the next episode, I will have failed miserably. But I want everyone on the record to hear this optimism in my voice, this
Yeah.
belief. Let me tell you guys, for the first time in a long time, I've been alone every day for a week.
Right, because
Right?
you live with your mom.
Yeah.
And Gloria's around a lot.
Exactly,
And all of that.
So I've never had it when I can finish stuff, come home and be like, I guarantee the next hour I can work.
Yeah.
Normally it's like, okay, I have an hour, let me see if I can do any work. Some shit's gonna hit the fan. I have not had the experience of being able to say, I need to take a shower now, and I go for a shower now.
Right.
There's no like, oh, are you using a shower, all that stuff. I have
yes.
never had the experience in a long time to be able to get up and say, I need to take a shit, and I can take a shit. All this stuff. And working, and I was like, dude, you know what problem with me is? I have no reason to stop working.
Yes.
And
Oh,
I'm,
that's bad,
I'm
yeah.
up till like
Bad.
2 a.m. Like, you know what? I can make one more graphic. Oh, you know what? I can actually maybe contact this one person. I'm like, dude, this is not
Also,
good.
because like this accommodation reminds me a lot of Edinburgh. It's kind of a lot of artificial lights. You know, it's
very cold.
somewhere to sleep, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
amazing. I'm like, are you telling me you're here like just working away 12 hours a
I
day?
have
You
been
need vitamin D, dude.
Oh, dude, for sure. I can totally sense that. I if I were here for a month, my workaholicism would completely destroy me. I will be
Right.
here like thinking, you know what? I'm just send this one
You're
more.
like an
one more
actual addict. You're like,
Yeah.
get it in me. More
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
emails,
yeah.
more Photoshop.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
I feel like actually, obviously, hanging out with you, Vivek, makes me feel better about Annie because Annie's like you, but not as intense.
I'm headed in the wrong. Your
Exactly.
part actually want to talk to you about a
Yeah.
colonoscopy because now I gotta
Oh,
get
she
one.
has. Yeah, exactly. It's the same shit.
Wait, you have a
She's about
colonoscopy-
to do a colonoscopy in 2 days.
Hey, all
No, not
right.
2 days.
Wait, you
I
can't.
haven't booked it yet.
It can't be because
Haven't
you have to
booked
do
it
the
yet.
whole
Oh, wait,
prep
wait, yeah,
work.
you
No,
have
no,
to
that's
do-
waiting on hold because I need
Dude,
to go
don't
talk to
do
my
it.
health
Right.
insurance.
Yeah, because
Oh, you're right.
need
You
to
have
do
an MRI. It's completely
MRI
different.
is different.
very different. Colonoscopy
Different.
is all the prep work. You don't do it now.
Oh, it sounds horrible. I
Dude,
won't
you've
do
never
it now.
done
I
it?
won't do it
But
now.
you're still gonna do it.
I will have to do it right after the festival.
Wait, you
Yeah.
haven't done a colonoscopy ever, right?
No, never.
Okay.
No.
You do not.
She
do
did listen to the episode.
You did?
but
I
yeah.
did.
Dude, let me tell you. Even
And I
after-
was thinking, thank God I don't have to do a colonoscopy.
Yeah, dude. The prep work, man. The 2 days prep and then on the day
Fuck
and yeah,
God.
don't mess around. Like not during the festival for sure. There's no way you can do it during the festival.
Yeah.
I guess it's also you're just too weak, right? You're
You'll be
like
too
flushing
weak.
everything out. You're not eating.
So
Yeah.
you have 2 days where you start eating low fiber foods, right? Now you're gonna start getting constipated, all that stuff. You know, if you've always been low fiber, you're totally cool. So I've done some research. This is the thing. If you've always eaten like fatty, unhealthy food, you are fine eating fatty, unhealthy food. Now someone like me who take care of my health and everything,
Right.
Oddly enough, now when I eat like French fries and everything, next day I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling good, dude.
Wow. It changed you forever.
Oh yeah. It totally
Changed
screws
your
up.
DNA.
Yeah, all that stuff, right? Now, suddenly having to go to eat low fiber food, making you constipated, it makes you kind of go like, shit, I'm not used to this. This is so weird, and you feel really bad, man. You know, and then then you flush it all out. That's the fun part. That's the part where it's like, this is a story to tell one day, man.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Well, she already has like 20 minutes of material on like medical issues now.
Yeah, I want it
Yeah.
to be my next show, but
Oh,
it just
for sure.
the list keeps building. I'm like, this is too good. Like my wish was more than fulfilled now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because basically, I'm pretty sure I've been a comedian now for like 15 years, and that's when your health would probably start deteriorating.
Yes.
But because I started so young, it's
Yeah.
catching up to me at 30.
Which is good. That more material.
More material, but I'm probably gonna die at 40.
yeah, you do your final act, you know. kind of thing.
I'm doing the farewell tour now, so if
Right,
you're
yeah.
listening, just
You're
come.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the curtain call.
Yeah.
Yeah. Produced by Andy Curtin. This is great.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, Melbourne's famous for its coffee, which I want to come to Mo.
Yeah.
Now, what's your take so far on the coffee? How much
It's
coffee have you
better
been
than
drinking?
the other times I've been here.
Yeah.
It's getting better because I complained so much to Annie that actually now we're trying to find
Better
like,
ones?
as opposed to like random places.
Yeah,
we're like,
yeah.
okay, we need to actually. So I'm having better. It's still like 1 out of 3.
Dude, same.
Yeah.
So,
I think the ratio
Being
now.
overhyped. You can't
Yeah.
just keep splashing that we're the coffee capital of the
No,
world.
no,
it leaves
stop
too
with that.
much,
Stop.
Yeah,
yeah,
pressure
expectation.
on
Yeah,
us.
exactly. Yeah, it's like
Because we just have.
But we didn't give you this title. You gave yourself this
I'm
title.
not sure who did that. I think we
Yeah.
might have hosted a few barista contests and like the coffee was good, and next minute we're splashed all over the
Right,
tablet.
yeah.
But yeah, because there's so many cafes, you can't guarantee they're all going to be good. Some of them are using stale beans. Some of them
Yeah.
are down an alleyway that's actually shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this week I've been here. I've only allowed myself to have 2 coffees for brunch because I had a meeting. And today was the only day I'm like, you know what? I really worked hard. I just never have 1 coffee. The reason why is because my girlfriend loves coffee. I'll wait for her to come and then we all do that shit, right? Now, I went to Crimper in, I
Oh,
forget.
that's my usual go-to.
That's
I take
very
my
good.
wedding clients.
Yes, that's
there.
very
Yeah.
good. That place
Where
I
is that?
recommend.
Oh, we...
That lane,
oh, No,
Guildford?
you haven't been. But yeah, it's down an alley near Melbourne Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anybody who visits Melbourne, I would recommend Crimper, Krimper. Crimper is pretty good. I went to some place like Better Coffee, something like that's called, and it was crap today. And I was like, man, like just before
Better
going
coffee. You need to be better.
there. Exactly. Yeah. If you're
It's the same
insecure
thing with
enough.
the good falafel shop.
Oh, ooh, are we
Yeah.
allowed to say it? Very good falafel. Not good falafel.
Yeah, exactly. There's
right?
a place called
Oh, that
Very Good
pisses me off.
Falafel, named ironically.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is like the hype level. I must say, with the festival, same deal. I will be very honest about it. The festival's huge, and having your name on the festival is one thing. Being in a nice room like the town hall also does not guarantee quality show.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I learned as well. And I thought, town hall, everything should be good, right?
And he's making a face because we're both thinking of the same person. Anyway.
Yeah. So I went to like the Victoria Hotel. I watched the show there, and I was like 20 minutes. That was the first show in this whole festival this time. Actually, I would say that's one of the only shows I've watched so far that I reached after 20 minutes. And I was like, I'm gonna start daydreaming. I'm not gonna give this a chance anymore. I'm sorry. Like I gave you
I
20
wanna look
minutes.
up
And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the
we need to
Victoria-
know.
Yeah, well, you could say it and then bleep it out. It's more work for you, but say it.
no, it's all right. Yeah.
Fine.
I wouldn't trust myself. I'd bleep out the wrong thing.
I
Bleep
will
out my
say that
show.
in the same venue, we watched literally last night Kanan Gill, who's an Indian comedian who is probably the best live show I've seen in years.
Yeah, so
I'm
the same
sorry,
thing.
Jason Young. I've seen him many times as well.
Yeah.
Jason was, until I saw Kanan Gill, one of the best shows I've seen for a long time. And then he just came and just like, it's also insane because I didn't know that a guy existed until like 2 days ago. So I'm at the festival club, did a 5-minute set, and we're still skeptical that maybe it's just his 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Not only that he didn't do those 5 minutes on his this was not part of his show. It's like maybe an old set.
Yeah.
And he just did a completely new show. Also, I'm a stand-up purist, so I don't like props. I don't like singing. I don't like. And he just stood there and told jokes.
Man.
Oh my God, I
And-
cried so many times. There was actually a point where my abs wouldn't stop shaking.
Yeah.
And we've moved on. They're on another thing. He's
Yeah.
doing a setup. I'm like, it hurts.
Yeah, and it's also like there is a bunch of comedians in the room, and of course, like we see so much comedy. It's very difficult to make a row of comedians just die laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck!
And my sister's there, and she gives other comedians breakdowns because she's like me. She's dead on the inside from watching too much comedy.
Right.
And they'll think she's a normie,
Yeah.
a civilian. They'll put her in the front row, and she just sits there, and she has the biggest resting bitch face.
Yeah.
And then comedians afterwards come up to me, and we're like, I saw your sister at the show. Like, did you like it? Like, was it good? And I just have to be like, oh yeah, that's just her. Like, that's just her face. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
She loved it. She did not love it.
And then last night
She was dying as well.
Yeah. Kanan Gill, if you see him somewhere, do go see. Like actually, that is my top recommendation so far from the festival. Is that guy, especially for someone who's not famous.
At least not famous enough internationally. We're like, oh, this
I don't
guy.
think anyone would know him.
Yeah, he might not come back. So if you're in Melbourne, you're listening to this. Just go
if you
while
see
you
him
can.
touring somewhere, I went on his Instagram page and he's touring Europe and stuff, and we have a lot of listeners around the world. If he is in your city, I guarantee you, he is a good time.
Yeah.
Very, very. I don't even know the guy at all.
I will definitely try to watch it maybe on a Wednesday night when I have the night off.
Yeah.
And I'll try to go with Gloria as well and go check it out. For sure.
Yeah.
I think Wednesday night's a good night because I usually like a little bit more dead that night. So hopefully, I
But
don't
you
know.
have Wednesdays off anyway.
Wednesdays off. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'll go on a Wednesday because I don't have to worry about the time clash.
Yeah, and then we
So,
have, the first Wednesday that you are on is called Black Wednesday because no one comes. So you should do
That's
it then.
it. All right.
Yeah.
I know what to do then. Definitely that one.
Going back to Hong Kong, your family is there, Vivek.
Yeah.
What is the news back home?
The
Aside
news-
from the rugby sevens.
Other than the rugby sevens, there's no news other than bad news, which is
Oh.
like, you have no new mail, no one's sending you checks.
Might as well have died. No one
Yeah,
cares.
exactly. Yeah. And yet the auto payment in my bank accounts continue happening. The mortgage is getting cut. This auto payment is due.
I didn't mean particular news from your family, but maybe they tell you news about the city.
There's nothing
what
going
is
on,
happening?
dude.
Because I have been disconnected for
Dude,
2 weeks.
Absolutely nothing new is happening in the city. Like whatever few minutes I scroll Facebook, whatever, I'm like, there's no news about anything. Nobody is this true? Like nothing's happening. Like
Right.
to the point, literally everything I've been needing to follow up in Hong Kong, I need to follow up. I was like, can't you guys just finish this shit done?
Yeah.
All that stuff. So I think
How
Hong
is
Kong
the
is
house going?
It's almost pretty much done. I think the 20th of this month it'll be officially quote unquote finished. And then when I get back there on the 22nd, I'm going there for a week, and I come back to Auckland again for shows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You
So
didn't want to link those up?
say it again.
You didn't want to link the run up?
So I have a gig on the 26th of April in Hong Kong that I need to do, and I'm like, let me just go back because it's been 3 weeks, and I already can guarantee 3 weeks something's gone down. Something's fucked up. You know? When I go back, I'm like, what's going on over here? It's like, we didn't. I thought it was okay. I'm like, no, it's not, dude. Yeah,
Right.
so I guarantee some shit will go down.
So
and
you
I
need to
gotta fix
micromanage these builders.
that. Builders or like some.
Oh, there are
things-
entire episodes on this podcast
okay.
about
Oh.
this, by the way.
Yeah. But honestly, I think like with my life, I've come to terms with it where I've realized that the amount of responsibility / people I'm taking care of, every 3 weeks, some shit's gonna go bad. So let me go back there and touch base. Be like, okay, we're still okay, right? You guys can survive another 2 weeks because I'm gonna be gone for another 2 weeks, right? Yeah, so you
Yeah.
have that. So yeah, nothing's gonna happen in Hong Kong. Pretty much, maybe it doesn't exist anymore. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out when we go back.
I don't know if this was officially announced on the podcast, but you are coming to Hong Kong.
Yeah,
at
not
the
even
end
some
this
of my
run.
friends know yet, actually. And
Yeah,
I'll already be
exactly.
gone by the time they find out. So, see ya.
Yeah, right. So
I-
you're coming. So basically, the plan is we finish the festival here,
We're going
end
to
of
do
April.
Sydney
Going
Comedy
to
Festival
Sydney
as
Comedy
well.
Festival,
And
do
then
a
there's
couple
an
nights.
overnight turnaround where my luggage should have already been packed for
Yeah.
6 months in Hong Kong, at least. And yeah, the plan is to base myself there so that I can do more work just anywhere in the world. I'm not like forever disappearing from Australia, but I think it's just a better place to access more gigs because Melbourne is the butthole of
Yeah.
the world with good coffee, a nice clean
Okay
butthole.
coffee.
Yeah.
But it's I think I've outgrown this market a little bit, and it is oversaturated with Asians now. to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta go to actual Asia to
I
find
do.
work,
Yeah,
which is
I want to
hilarious.
be the
Yeah.
what did you say? The LeBron
Asian-
James.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah.
back to be LeBron.
Yeah. You're going to the playground to be the
I
playground
am,
LeBron.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true because like even when you did come to Hong Kong and like we're starting to be offered things, it's like you are like there's no one like you in that region.
Yeah, it's
Which is
very
like someone who's
appealing
already
to-
established. Yeah, in Australia,
Yeah,
America,
it's
whatever.
Too easy. It's taking candy from a baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So come and steal some candies because we have a lot of babies in the scene who don't deserve their candies.
Oh yeah.
So you are welcome to take their candies, and I will help you.
Yeah, that's
a lot of them listen to this podcast. I will help you take their candies.
Because I think moving overseas is a huge deal for people, but having this slipstream of Mohammed there
Yeah.
already just makes it like a very easy choice.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I would have loved to move overseas somewhere, but it's like what Sam C says is in his show that he went to the UK, was great the first time, went back home for a bit, went back, and then when he permanently was saying, I'm here now, nobody was interested.
Yeah.
So that is a really true risk. It's a nice shiny thing. I could move there and find out, oh shit, the grass is not
Yeah,
greener.
that green.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mo's
for
been
sure.
watering the grass for me.
Yeah.
So when I get there, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, you already have gigs and everything lined up. So for people who are listening in Hong Kong, most of our listeners, we will be resuming the shows of Backstage when we are back. First shows on 11th of May. Supposedly Annie's already booked on it, but we also have another project around Asia that we're still trying to work.
Yeah,
but
he keeps
either
booking
way.
me for stuff and going, can you clear this with me first?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah.
pimped out. I never said
Yeah.
yes to this stuff. It's like, you're on 5 shows, work.
Yeah, exactly. You wanted to work in Asia. That's work
That's
in
how,
Asia.
yeah, that's actually true. Asia is like, we're going to work you, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I was hoping to go there so I could finally read a book. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Absolutely
no.
not.
That's
no.
the absolute last
Also, if
place.
you just
Yeah.
read a book in Hong Kong, you will be homeless.
Yeah.
Like there is no. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You're in
Yeah,
the most
I'm-
expensive city in the
I'm
world.
too busy here. I wanted to escape for a bit, and so people can't reach me. But already he's got like
Ye-
3 times
Yeah,
the gigs
Annie,
lined up.
like you need to, in the many ways that when I come here to Melbourne, I have to kind of reset my brain, be like, all right, you know what? This is a slower place.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be very straight with you. It's going to go in my show, this one as well. When I had to go to Optus, the phone company,
Yeah.
to get my SIM card, on day one, I hadn't tuned my brain just yet that this
Yeah.
is Melbourne. And remember, it's not Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Dude, I walked in, I was looking at the prepaid SIM card on the wall. I was
Yeah.
like, I'd like to get one of those. They're like, oh, sure, sir, I'll go take a seat. We'll have someone go with you. I'm like, I just want that SIM card right over there. Like, sir, just please take a seat. Someone will cut to you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Please, sir, don't raise your
I
voice.
really
yeah,
need-
yeah.
Please, sir.
I said, it's literally right behind you. I just want to get that. I see it, you know, I want to pay $45 for that one. And then, you know, I can leave. They're like,
Yeah.
no, sir, let's have a seat. Someone will get to you. And I was like, oh, God, okay. I sat down and you can see them discussing amongst themselves and they're having finished the conversation. They were clearly still talking about something. And then finally, like, all right, we finished our stuff. Let's go to deal with this guy. The guy comes over to me and has to do the whole like, oh, sir, how can I help you? I'm like, I literally just want that fucking SIM card right now. I've said this.
That's why we shoplift.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm so pro shoplifting now.
Yeah.
It's like not even funny.
Yeah, and like the funny thing, I'll tell you also, the one thing that the silver line I got out of that was that like this is why English can improve so quickly in Australia, because you have to repeat everything at least 3 times. You know, if you're not a native speaker, you want to say, "Can I have the SIM card?" You don't say it once, you say it 4 times to 5 times, and like, oh, I'm getting better at pronunciation.
Yeah.
So I remember that. And at that point, I'm like, oh wait, I'm in Melbourne. Okay, calm down, dude. Yes, he's gonna ask you where you're from,
Yeah.
how long you're here for, all that shit, and I'm like, can I just please? I have my passport in my hand already. Oh, is that your passport? Yes, it's my passport. just goddamn, you know, like I was losing my mind until luckily he did make me sit down. The silver lining is this: while I was waiting for him, I went on the website, going like, you know what? Let me just see what other plans they have, and the website web exclusive, 80 gigabytes. $20.
Ooh.
In store, 80 gigabytes, $45. So I showed the guy, I'm like, hi, I like this plan. He's like, oh, it's a good thing you brought it up because I can't bring it up. And I'm like,
Wow.
Oh, dude,
damn.
tell
Right?
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely tell everybody.
Right? And I told him at
Yeah.
that point, I was looking at him like, you see, this is why they make you sit down. They're like, sit the fuck down and look at the plans
They're
properly.
like, wink, wink,
Yeah.
nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Go on your phone, have
Yeah.
a little browse,
Yeah.
waste
Right,
time.
right.
Exactly.
Then come back and
yeah,
chat
they're like,
to
you know,
us.
surf the internet for a bit. We'll get to you in a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you wasting my time? Like, this is why they're wasting
like,
your
it'll be
time.
faster online.
Yeah.
Hold up. Ugh.
Exactly.
Wow, half
Yeah.
the price, eh?
Half the price, dude. And I was at the
Yeah.
point, I'm like, dude, I love this. This is, well,
Yeah.
let's take your time, man.
Yeah.
At the point, I was like, where you from, buddy? You know,
Right.
Yeah.
This reminds me of an experience we had on Chapel Street at a fish and chip shop where we went in and ordered 2 things. And while we were waiting, Mo's like, hold up, we just ordered the same things we could have gotten for the $10 lunch deal.
Yeah.
And they're not going to tell you. The server's not going to be like, haha. Like,
By the way, yeah.
by the way. No, we had to figure it out for ourselves.
We
and then
just
get
figured
a
it out, and we
refund.
just walked to him, and he was like, "You got me," and then he just gave. He didn't say you got me, but he just like picked up the change, and he's like, "Just
Yeah.
give us the change." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Why? What?
Yeah.
Why would you not?"
Yeah.
But
Oh,
then the
man.
funny thing is, on that deal, the sauce, the tartar sauce is like extra.
$1, right?
It's
Dude,
$1.
they got me on that as well. They're like, I'm at the burger place. Would you like pickles? I'm like, sure.
Yeah,
$2.
yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's $5 Hong Kong dollars
Yeah,
for like a little
dude.
thing of
I was like,
ketchup.
what the hell? Yeah, dude. Now I've learned whenever I ask you, do you want something? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Just say no first. And then and I'm like, oh, how much is it for that? Like, oh, it's free. But, you know what? Oh, yeah, I'll have that. Yeah.
Good thing is that we're all here. We haven't started shows yet, so the next couple of episodes are gonna be from the shows.
Yeah.
After we started our first week, so there will be a lot of exciting stuff. The 3 of us are gonna be in Hong Kong for you guys. Well, I know your plans, Annie, but
Yeah.
you don't have any plans after you go back in summer, right?
So basically, summertime right now, I don't have any plans. Whether I'm going to Edinburgh, I don't think so, just because, again, so much family shit to deal with. But maybe not. But I can tell you this, though. I have kind of made it a promise to myself that this time next year will be the beginning of my English Cantonese comedy tour
Fun.
worldwide. I'm doing it I'm going all in. I'm like, sell the flat, whatever I need to take.
Right.
Where I'm going to hit every continent. No, it doesn't really count because South America I can only hit. But anyway, yeah.
See you in Antarctica.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And dude.
Just you and the penguins.
Yeah.
Exactly. They clap like, you give me more response than the Hong Kong audience. What's going on? Yeah, so that's the plan. But right now, there's no real big plan for summertime in Hong Kong. I just want to get back there in one piece after the tour because I'm doing Melbourne, Auckland, Sydney, Perth, and Brisbane. That's my big tour. Where's the information for your shows for the rest of the festival? If anybody,
It's just all in the description. It's basically on the Comedy Festival website.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
look
yeah.
up to Haram to Handle.
Yeah.
And
Just
I'll leave it in the.
looking for Haram. They'll
Yeah,
probably
look for
find that.
Haram,
Yeah,
literally.
exactly. Yeah, Haram's
Yeah.
the easy one. Yeah, and just look for Cantonese. You'll find mine.
And
on
yours,
Nice.
yours. It's like
AUNZ.funnyvivek.com, and it's like
Right.
has a whole schedule. And so far so good. Let me quickly tell you that in Sydney we have sold out one of my shows.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah, we've added a show. The reason it's sold out because we had the $24 for 24 hours
Oh,
discount.
yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Half the room.
Wow.
Half the room. Boom. I'm like such a Sydney
Yeah,
thing.
we're in
Uh-huh.
such a tiny room where like no discounts at all.
Right.
Yeah.
40 seats, 2 nights.
Ah,
if you
okay.
are in Sydney listening, just buy it because
Yeah,
we
dude.
can't add any extra shows because of this time crunch with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
traveling. Yeah.
Yeah, I got lucky. That was mine is like almost a 300-seater show. 150 seats. Bram, I'm
Oh
like,
my
you
God.
assholes, man.
Yeah.
You need to lose like $1,000
Okay,
bucks or
that's a
something,
huge
you know?
flex on us though.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I got a 150. It's
No,
half
no.
sold
Look,
out.
I mean, let's be honest. I'm placed in the perfect place of Chatswood.
Oh, Chatswood.
So I'm like, look,
yeah.
come on, this is like ideal of
Super
ideals,
easy.
you know?
That's
Yeah,
true.
so
That-
therefore,
that's taking candy from a baby, right?
exactly,
now.
yeah, you know.
Lucky candy.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, when that happened, I'm like, no pat on the back. That was, you
Yeah.
just got lucky in the right time, right place. Yeah, so
Right. Yeah,
there's
so
that.
Sydney, listeners in Sydney, we do have 2 shows, 2nd and 3rd of May. And as Annie said, very limited seats and not adding shows and no discounts. Just come through.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everyone. This was a lot of fun to catch up with the listeners, with you two. And see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.